One Night in Bangkok is an action thriller that came out in 2020, and it stars Mark Dacascos, the dude who played Zero in John Wick 3. He's a good actor. He's a solid actor. And this movie would be cool if it wasn't wholesale lifted from what I thought was the Manchurian Candidate. But no. Yeah, thanks to the IMDb reviews, I realized it's not Manchurian Candidate. It's wholesale lifted from Collateral. And it's just a story about a guy who loses his family and is spending one night in Bangkok to take revenge on all the parties involved who helped cover up the tragic incident. It's a good premise. It's a good story premise. The problem is it's just not that well executed because, like I said, it's wholesale lifted from the Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx movie. I was really sad because I like the dude who plays Zero in John Wick. I think he's a good actor. I think he has really nice qualities about him. He's very fit looking. He's older, but he's like grizzled. He's got a lot of very redeeming qualities about him whenever he plays a role. The unfortunate thing is, though, this is just not that good. Calling it an action movie to begin with is incredibly generous. There's no action beats in this movie at all. Everything starts and ends with the snap of a finger. It's just not that action-packed. If you're expecting any kind of action, just don't. Everything is one bullet. One bullet, that's it. It's very much just him and the cab driver talking. That's most of the movie. Him and the cab driver talking and establishing a relationship. Midway through, they go through, the climax where they talk about what the real reason he's in town is and what's happening. And then, oh my God, lo and behold, the cab driver was part of the horrible incident that happened. And, he's not going to kill her because she has some personal things that are her internal demons. And because he can empathize with that, he's not going to kill her even though she was part of it. But he's going to go after everybody else. I'm not spoiling anything for you. This is not a spoiler review. This is just common sense. If you've ever watched movies for any length of time, you know what I'm talking about. This is paint by numbers, connect the dots, kids level movie making. Nothing's good about this movie as a overall whole. Once again, I think the guy who played Zero in John Wick, I think he did a good job. I think the girl did a good job on her part right up until the very end where she got a little whiny. The characters at the very end, they never establish these characters until the moment right before they die. Right before they die is when we find out who these people are. But at no point do we have any lead up. Now, the one good thing I do like about this movie is not a single word is spoken for 7 minutes. From the very first scene, from the very first frame, count 7 minutes in, and that is the first time you ever hear a character talk. I thought that was really cool because they did do a fair bit of storytelling about the dude who played Zero in John Wick. They did do a fair bit of storytelling about him in those 7 minutes and what he's gonna, just his overall person and demeanor and all that. They did a lot with that without saying a single word. And the other good thing I liked was there is a running gag with paper towels. And I loved it because it's so simple. And I don't know who came up with that in the writing team. But whoever came up with that, they deserve a lot of credit because that was very, very entertaining to watch him with the paper towel rolling joke. I was very, very happy with that. This wasn't the worst movie I've seen all year. Not by a long shot. I would say it's kind of a boring movie. I would say it's definitely not at the hype level it could have been. But as a thriller, I don't know if I'd even really call it a thriller. I guess it goes under the category of one, but I wouldn't really call it a thriller either. I wasn't really thrilled at any real point. It's just a movie. It is you know what? We need to make a new category of movie. We need to make a category of movie called background noise. And this is a background noise movie. You have it on while you're cooking. You have it on while you're cleaning the house. So that way, if the vacuum is going, you can just watch them in the cab. But this is not an action movie by far. This is not a thriller by most definitions of the word. This is just a background noise movie. So there you guys have it. That is the review for, what the hell is this movie called? That is the review for One Night in Bangkok. That is the review for One Night in Bangkok. I mean, I literally kept wanting to say the word collateral damage in the worst way just now. But yes, that is the review for One Night in Bangkok. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, if you have ideas for videos that you want me to review, leave them in the comment box down below or tweet me at LittleRex2015. And guys, make sure you always hit that sub button, and I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.